Everybody, and welcome to the channel. In this video we're going to do a quick rundown on revolves. The reason I'm going to do that is, again, I want to make a short video that you can use as a reference when you come to do a revolve. I do a lot of revolves. I use them a lot of the times as the core to building something, because a lot of things are circular in nature. So let's have a look. First thing about my FreeCAD. I am now running version 1.0.1, which I think is the latest downloadable release. So I have started FreeCAD. I'm in part design, and we are going to do a new file, and we are going to create a part, and then we're going to create a body, and we're going to create a sketch. And what I'm going to do, when I do revolves, I like to do them on the XZ or the YZ plane. I'm going to do this one on the XZ plane. And the first thing I want to show you is a common mistake with revolves. So if I draw my sketch like this, I'm just randomly drawing part of the revolve. And for those of you who are not sure what a revolve is, I'm going to show you one right up front so we get a revolve squared away. Now if I try and revolve that, you can see I get an error, and it's the revolve is because the axis intersects the sketch. What that means is I am revolving around this Z axis or the Z axis. And my sketch, if we go back into my sketch, is sticking past the axis. So this is the axis that it's revolving around. And look how far I'm sticking through. So what it's trying to do is revolve into itself, and it's going to break it. So if I just literally just move these things over a little bit, I'm going to just do that. I'm going to bring everything to the left of that axis. Close that, do a revolve, and now you can see it works because it's not intersecting itself. And you can see with a revolve, it's basically revolved around the Z axis, and it's taken that shape and it spins it around that axis and creates that model. So I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to go back into my sketch. And let's have a look at what we're doing here. So if I don't touch the axis, I'm going to have a hole down the middle. If this were over here and over here, basically touching it, if I close that and revolve, now I've got a piece that doesn't have a hole in the middle. So if I want to create a hole in the middle, I need to have that space. I'm going to cancel that again. I'm going to go into my sketch. I'm going to zoom in. Now, if I want to make a hole, the distance from here to here is the radius of the hole. Because it's a revolve, it's going to be twice the size of this. The diameter will be twice the size of this distance. So we can make any kind of shape. So if I want to make a shape where I have a bigger hole at the top, smaller hole at the bottom, I'm just going to delete that line out because I don't want to have to cut it. I'm going to come down from here, going to go in here, drop down to here, I'll join it there, and then I'm just going to trim off that piece there because we don't need that anymore. And now if I close that and create a revolve, you'll see I have a bigger hole in the top, smaller hole in the bottom. And another thing that revolves are really good for is if you want to add chamfers. So you can add a chamfer at that time. So I'm going to add a chamfer here to here. Close that, revolve, and now you can see that hole has a chamfer in it. So the ability to be able to do those chamfers from the sketch means I don't have to go in and add them all later. So if I go back into the sketch, equally I could do a chamfer on the outside edge, close that, put my revolve back. And there you see it. So revolves are very useful. The other thing you can do with a revolve is if you don't want it to be 360 degrees, you can open up that revolve. I'll make this one 180 degrees. Say okay. Now I have a revolve that is only half of the diameter. So I basically have a section all the way through. Very useful. That angle can be anything. I made it 180 degrees, but it could be 270 degrees. It could be 90 degrees, whatever you need to do. So that saves you having to do an extra Boolean. And then finally, I'm going to show you one other way to create a revolve, because all we've done is do it around an existing axis. So I'm going to quickly show you a sketch. I'm going to create a sketch on the YZ plane this time. So I'm at 90 degrees to that. Now I'm going to create a construction line, and I'm just going to pull that construction line through here. We'll go whatever angle. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to create some geometry. Same thing. If I'm away from this line, I'm going to create a hole in this geometry. If I am touching this line, there'll be no hole. I'm going to do it with a hole, and I'm going to overlap this just a little bit. So I'm going to come here, going to go here, drop down here. Let's do something for interest. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to use my sectional view so I can see where the end of that is. I'm going to close that. It has to be a closed profile. You can't do it with an open profile. So now I'm going to be in line with here. I can hit this one and tell it that they're parallel if I want to. Then I can close that. And now I'm going to create the revolve. When you try and create a revolve, it automatically tries to go to one of the standard axes. So from here, you're going to select my construction line. And now that revolve is around that construction line. So you can see my model now has a revolve sticking out the middle of it. Very powerful, very useful tool. Revolves are very easy to work with. As I said, you can always cancel when you're going through. I could make that one also a partial revolve, so I can come around here. Now I have two partial revolves. Something that's very useful, being able to create revolves. If you're doing bosses, if you're doing any kind of inserts, if you're doing things that anything that needs to be round, a revolve is the way to go. So hopefully that's been useful. Hopefully it's a good reference. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. If you get stuck or you need help, just reach out. I'll do my best to help you if I possibly can. So that's all for now. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be notified then when new videos come out. Also, if you want to join our Patreon, we have a good group of people in our Patreon, and you see the videos early, or you can join as a member of the YouTube channel. You get the videos early there too. If you just want to buy me a coffee, when I say coffee, read beer, you can just go ahead and do that on coffee.com. I'll put all the links. They should be showing up somewhere around here. Thanks, and I look forward to making the next one.